Hello, my name is Yanai Klugman, and my project for the past about 4 weeks or so is Pantry. First, I want to tell you a little bit about myself. So I'm 22 years old. I was born in Irvine, California, which is in Orange County, Southern California, near Disneyland, where the Blizzard headquarters is. Great place. And I went to Muhlenberg College in Allentown, Pennsylvania, where I got a degree in both business and philosophy. So from there, you might ask, okay, so why did you go to coding? While I worked in college, a lot of my studies were leadership theory, motivational theory, organizational behavior, and kind of how employees and organizations work together to create their products. And I wanted to work in that environment, but with in the coding high-tech industry. I wanted to work with coders, speak their language, and help them create their product. And I ended up just learning how to code, which is also great. So again, my app is Pantry. Little tagline is always know what to have in stock, know what to make. Basically, the problem I saw is a lot of people really like to cook, but they don't really know what ingredients to buy. I know that's kind of what stops me from cooking all the time. I just don't know what to go out and buy. So the basic idea is the user will say, these are my dietary restrictions, these are my allergies, and we'll give you a default pantry list of ingredients. Most people will have these ingredients in their kitchen: milk, egg, sugar, butter, and so on. But then also the user can say, well, I also like Mexican food, I also like Italian food, I like Israeli food. And I've written a script that will go through an API and gather the most common ingredients for those cuisines. So for example, Mexican food, the top couple ingredients will be beans, rice, these spices, and so on and so forth. For Israeli food, it would be cucumbers, tomatoes, olive oil, so on and so forth. And then from there, from that aggregated list of ingredients, the user can then generate recipes based off what they should have in their kitchen. I recommend that you will buy, X and Y ingredients for your kitchen. From these, you can make these recipes without, searching for extra random ingredients that you might not really know about. So here's a little quote: "We all eat. It would be a sad waste of an opportunity to eat badly." There's always so much variety that people don't really know about. One little fact here is that most families kind of recycle the same 5-10 ingredients recipes over and over and over again. That's just not a lot of variety. It would be better to be able to make whatever you want from the same stuff that you always buy. So how does this work? The user will pick their diet, saying, I'm a vegetarian, I'm allergic to peanuts, and the application will give them the default pantry list minus whatever their dietary restrictions are. And then they'll choose their favorite cuisines like Mexican food, Italian food, and it will add those ingredients from the list to their pantry. And then from there, they can generate recipes saying, okay, so now I know what to buy, what can I make from all of this? So what has been implemented so far? I've made a basic landing page and a basic dashboard for the user, as well as I've populated the whole database from an API. So I used the Spoonacular API, and I wrote a couple, one script that will go through the entire API and give me, okay, so for Mexican food, the top 50 ingredients that show up for Mexican food are XYZ. The API itself was amazing, but it didn't give me that exact information I wanted. So if the API gives me X and Y, I had to manipulate it to get Z. So that was the majority of my work, was kind of messing with this API and getting the information I needed to populate the database. I got about 2,000 recipes, and from that, about 2,000 plus or minus a few ingredients. And from there, it's a lot of good data to get recommended recipes based off of what I asked for. So the tech that I used was lots of Python, lots of Django REST. I used the whole HTML suite, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, jQuery, the Spoonacular API, which was the main thing driving this entire project. And it was a lot of database work. So a little picture of a database there. Features that I would like to add if I were to continue with this project. There's a lot that I think can be done with it. things like getting rid of the dependency on the API. To do that, I would have to write a scraper to go through the entire internet on every recipe website and get each recipe with each ingredient, put it in a format I can use, and from there I can get tons more data. But the big thing that I think is the most interesting is that Samsung is working on their smart refrigerators. And the smart refrigerators, it's kind of the Internet of Things type thing, where there's a whole UI for the refrigerator showing what's in there, what can I buy it directly from the refrigerator, and this is something that will kind of integrate it with it. Here is the demo website that I've made. For now it's a work in progress, but I like the way that it's turned out so far. Going down, here's where the Pantry dashboard display will be, kind of giving the user a preview of the experience. Here's where some features will be explained. Here's where the pantry list will be explained, saying, okay, so for American food, you're going to get these kinds of ingredients. And here's a place to create your profile inside it. And then this will be the user's dashboard, where they can fill out their profile, saying, here are my dietary restrictions, and so on. And then the dashboard itself, where around here will be their pantry list, where they can say, okay, here are my ingredients, but I want to add to the pantry. I want to say I also like American food, Mexican food, Israeli food, and so on. And then from there, we get the recipes. And that's the basic experience. Thank you very much.